Hi, thanks for joining me today. My name is Nathan Foltz. I'm with Profitability.net, and today I'm going to introduce you to our Appica cloud. And specifically, we're going to spend some time looking at the instances. When you first log into Appica, what you get is a dashboard view, which is really a summary of what's happening behind the scenes with my server instances. You can see I have 2 virtual machines running. I don't have anything stopped, and I've got 13 virtual machines available to me. Instances are probably the core of when we think of cloud computing in terms of what that means. For us, we are an infrastructure as a service provider. In other words, we have a cluster of servers that when you look at these instances have been carved out of that cluster. So a couple of important things to look at is here I have 2 instances running. Both are Windows machines. One is running a slightly larger processor than the other, and it also has a little bit more RAM at its capacity. You can see some other statistics here in terms of when they were created and the private IP address that's assigned to those when the instance is created. So what's important here really is it gives you a great way to look at any storage or volumes that are attached to those specific instances. And you get some great tools available to you right here from our management console where you can do some starting and stopping and rebooting of that particular instance. The real important thing to understand about cloud computing, or one of the many important things to understand about cloud computing, is ours comes enabled with high availability, and that's what this disable HA is referring to. In other words, if you have a server instance that fails or is not working for whatever reason, we have enough capacity in our cluster of nodes that if that instance fails, it is automatically regenerated and rebuilt and restored to where it was when that failure occurred. So it's an important component when you're looking at cloud providers. That's an important piece to consider when looking at server instances. So let's do, the first thing that everybody loves to talk about is how easy is it? How quickly can you spin up a server in the cloud? Well, let's take a look at that. We've got some featured templates here where I can select, a 2008 standard server. I can give it, let's give it a couple of CPUs here. We can name it. And this has nothing to do with your Windows naming convention. This is purely just for the management console to allow you to navigate a little quicker. We can add a 10 gig volume to that. I get a quick summary of here of what I want, what I named it, what zone, the appropriate statistics, and bang, what's happening behind the scenes right now is it's going out to our cluster and it's pulling the amount of CPU capacity and the RAM that we have requested. And in just a few seconds here, you're going to see it's going to kick out the administrative password. And this is important for all my security guys out there. This is the only time you're going to get to see what that password is. So make sure you have pencil, paper, pen, whatever you do to jot that password down. And we do that because we're not keeping a log for security reasons, obviously, of what those passwords are or the ability to regenerate. So this is it. And you can see that was about 15 seconds. Here we have an administrative password. That machine has been carved out, and when I hit continue, it is now going through the boot process for starting up that Windows server. We could actually even take a quick look here and see that that's exactly what it's doing. It is going through the initial startup of the Windows Server operating system. So pretty cool stuff. You can see in just a few seconds here we've got a server at our disposal. The other great thing that everyone is talking about, why cloud computing? Well, it's scalable. Let's say Kelly comes in from the marketing department and says, hey guys, we just ran a great ad campaign. We've got a lot of press releases out there. I expect heavy traffic over the next few weeks. Well, in the past, what happened? Well, the IT guys freak out. They've got to go find a server. They've got to buy it somewhere. They've got to bring it in-house. They've got to load operating systems. They've got to rack and stack. All those things had to happen in order to accommodate more traffic. Well, today, with a system like Appica, what you do is I can go in here and I can stop my server, And again, this process will take 10 or 12 seconds here, but what's going to happen is that server is going to stop, and it's going to give me the ability to go in and change my service level offering. Powerful, powerful stuff here. I'm going to be able to take this single processor, 2.1 gigahertz processor, and scale it up in just a matter of seconds. There, I'm stopped. Now I go back into my actions. I want to change my service. I'm going to need 4 CPUs to accommodate all of this traffic. And you're going to see in just a few seconds here, I'm going to get an alert that my instance has been upgraded. I hit continue, and as soon as I go back and I restart that server, I've got that horsepower. So you can see, and I can go ahead and do this. And it's going to take us another 12, 15 seconds here, but you're going to see I'm going to have a brand new server, 4 times the capacity of what I had, and in just a matter of seconds, it's restarted, and there you go. Kelly's marketing problem solved. So again, just to kind of review, we're just taking a quick look today at the instance piece where you can see how quickly and how easily you can carve out infrastructure to have at your disposal. And then even once you have that infrastructure, how easy it is to scale it on demand. So I hope that made sense. I hope you got a little bit out of today's demonstration, and look for part 2 coming soon where we'll talk about storage and what that means for templating, ISOs, snapshotting, and all those fun things that go into the storage piece of the Appica Cloud. Again, if you want more information, you can find us on the web at www.appica.com. You can drop me an email at nathan@profitability.net, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.